Yo, Fusion.
Yo,
You ready?
long time.
We no regular.
Never.
Them know our style, you know.
Yeah, what?
You know we can't team cause we wild, you know. Girls and Kyle, you know.
Make them know this. Brother the Benz are the brother the rims. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me things. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, we full of militants. Your gala say she like me cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Touch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Yeah, action pack we no storyteller. Style them different, no we no popular. Clips off the load when no roll with killer. If I no girls and money then a jokes we inner. Some boy a beginner, we are the winner. Roll with the spinner when me on for the dinner. Your gal get pick up when me roll up in a the beamer. Thick fat Kyle and liquor. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. No boy can't hurt us. Touch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss. Yeah, we a flip the gal them skirt fuss. Brother the Benz are the brother the rims. Tell a boy no red eye, me work hard for me things. Them know a regular we fly like say we have wings. When you have thick fat Kyle, then a brother the link. Yeah, we no really matter when nobody wants say. We no beg firm, we full of militants. Your gala say she like me cause me clothes them trendy. Full of jewelry and we money plenty. The whole place a burn up. Yeah, anywhere we turn up. Money and girls off the surplus. Yeah, no boy can't hurt us. Touch road we never nervous. Some boy a clown in a circus. Yeah, put them in a dirt fuss.
Yo. You ready? Oh my god, that beat now. Pour my water. Stay hydrated. Y'all niggas is tripping out here. My goodness. My goodness. Yo. It's about now. Yo. Welcome to another edition. Shakes Uncut. Now, I don't know where Nora is. I don't know where Sty is. I don't know where Hot Gal Tasha is. But
I think they know this episode's going to be a little spicy, so I think
yeah, this episode's gonna be a little crazy. It's not gonna get too spicy.
oh no, it might get a little Cajun.
All right. So where we want to start first? I think we should start with what do you want to do? You want to jump right to it?
Wherever you want to go, man. We got time.
All right, let's do it. Let's jump right to it. Jump right to it. So Friday night was Valiant. Now, Sherwin, I'll take the beating on this. I'm just going to ask you for direction. Are we going to talk about all the drama with this show, like from the beginning, from like 3 weeks ago? No. Here's the whole thing. And I've been getting calls all day. I don't know when I became the Unity spokesperson. I never signed up for it. But I've been getting calls all day. And I think, and I'm just going to be honest, I think Sherwin deserves a victory lap on what happened. And, you know, you stay quiet, Sherwin. I'll take the beat. I'll take the beat. I think you deserve a victory lap. And there was a lot of shit going on in the background of the show that up until what, Sherwin? Honestly, like what? 11 o'clock on Friday, we didn't know what was going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, really, right? Like, no bullshit. Like, 11 o'clock Friday night, we didn't even know if that show was going to happen. Am I lying or
No, you're pretty on. I would say
what was
about
going through your mind when we pulled up? It was you were bent over the railing about to take a puke. Like, like what was going through your mind? And first of all, I mean, it started 3 weeks ago when the flyer wasn't being read in the club,
right.
right? So we had that issue. Like, you wanted to sell the tickets. The flyer wasn't being read in the club by the selectors that was on the dance. And we talked through that. And then it was Blossom in Connecticut, which was like, which I'm disappointed in. And I think we got to hold our city down. We got to hold Boston down, right? I don't think it was cool to pluck Valiant out of Boston after Sherman paid the plane ticket to get him here, and then for him to get plucked and then brought to CT. And they kind of played you on that. They played Sherman on that. Like, they said they weren't gonna go. Next thing you know, they're off. And we're not even gonna go into the plane ticket shit because that is whatever. But I think you deserve the victory lap on this because I think that you've been through hell. And when we and Cassie pulled up, because you know this is dancehall, and welcome to dancehall, Sherman. Welcome to dealing with Jamaicans. Welcome to it. You are honorary Jamaican. I got to give you I got to give you a thing. I got to give you a plaque. You are now honorary Jamaican, and I'm going to tell you this. And today, I really want to educate young promoters who's watching this, and this might be the most controversial thing to be said on the stream all night. My boy, who is the biggest talent buyer in dancehall in the country, we were hanging out and we would just talk about Valiant. No, we were talking about Cartel. And my boy said he would never in a million years book Cartel. And I said, why? He's selling out the place. He said, first of all, he's selling out the place in black places, which is cool. But he said he will do that here too. But he said that Cartel is not bonded, right? So, and a lot of y'all came at me when I said Cartel is bigger than Taylor Swift. Like, y'all don't understand the machine that's behind Taylor Swift. Y'all don't understand the machine that's behind Drake. Like, y'all don't understand the machine that's behind Kendrick Lamar, right? That is why the nigga in Boston that's really good rapper, that writes good music, you always want to know, why is that nigga at 40 trying to make it? That nigga's 40 trying to make it because the machine is not behind him. So Cartel is not bonded, right? He doesn't go through a booking agency. So what Cartel is doing to all the Taylor Swift idiots on my post, Cartel in street terms is basically selling drugs without a plug. Like, he's growing the cocaine, he's manufacturing it, he's putting it on the boat, and then he flies to each individual city and he's selling it himself. That's just impossible. That's not how this music industry works. He's not bonded. He doesn't go through a booking agency. This is like 1.5 mil. Like, you just write a check and send it to the mail and you hope that Cartel shows up. That's what's going on with Cartel, and that's unprecedented in all of music. I mean, the numbers is 1.5 million. That is not happening. No artist on the planet is getting any money, any arena, without going through a booking agency and being bonded. Now, the problem when you book these dance hall artists that are not going through a booking agent, and it's basically you call them up, you call a friend, yo, come and do a show, you send a little deposit, you guys make up some phony contract, because if it's not bonded, it's not a real contract. And that is the problem with dancehall where you go to certain places like Germany and Japan where you don't see Jamaicans doing reggae because niggas sent deposits to Jamaica and niggas basically pocketed the deposit, never showed up, and you can't really sue no one because nobody's bonded because they're not going through a booking agent. You're calling the DJ, you're calling the friend, you're calling the auntie. You call the auntie, yo, auntie, I want to book fucking blah blah blah. And the shopman's got to run up the street to get to auntie and auntie. So it's just crazy. Like the situation's just crazy. And I think the drama behind everything and the ability to sell this show out, I think you deserve your victory lap. And I think you deserve your mic drop. And if you want to be aggressive and you want to let your nuts hang, you let your nuts hang. I'm not defending Sherwin anything he says because what Sherwin does not represent us. But
I'm an ultra confident and competitive person.
So let's talk.
Like super competitive, but I haven't gotten competitive, or I don't usually get competitive unless I feel like you're a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when people bring up other promoters or other venues or other things like that, if I don't feel like they're in my lane, I kind of really don't even bring it up. Right? So to start with the Valiant thing, we can start from the beginning. Valiant's my artist. I feel like he's a big artist. Me and Bobby Ardent, I feel like he's bigger than Skang. I feel like he's bigger than the Craft. I think you got Skilly Bang, and then you got Valiant, and then you got all the other dudes kind of under them, my opinion, right? And just being around them, you realize that, yo, this is a really talented dude. You just feel his energy. And I think he's become a better performer too. So let me start with that. So this isn't a diss, right? I didn't call the book Valiant. Okay? Valiant has fans all over the place. I guess and this is what they told me, a lot of his fans in Boston wanted him to come back to Boston, right? And technically, yeah, he was in Boston, but he wasn't in Boston. That's Revere, right? So whatever, right? So somehow, through a mutual connection, I get the call. I don't know what other promoters he called before that. Maybe they turned the shows down, whatever, but somehow I get the call. And I say, yo, that's my artist. It's really not feasible to do Valiant and Unity. That's why nobody's ever done artists like that. And without giving out numbers, I can tell you that Valiant is at minimum twice as expensive of any artist that's ever been in Unity Sports and Cultural Club ever with any promoter over the 40 years that we've been open. 50 years we've been open.
Really?
Right. So from that standpoint, I don't think people understand that, how historic it is to be able to put an artist of that caliber inside of Unity, any genre,
Mm-hmm.
right? And still have it be a profitable show. And that's when we're going to get into the pricing of the show. So again, I'm going to say it again. He costs twice as much as any artist that's ever been in Unity. Any promoter, ever, any genre. So if I'm paying twice as much as anything that's ever been, it's probably close to 3 times as much. Then ticket prices probably should be X amount. Now, I started the tickets, over 150 tickets, $9.99.
Now, and before you continue, I'm not gonna go ahead.
Unheard of, right?
Unheard of anywhere in the country.
Anywhere. I dare anywhere for anybody to see Valiant, even in an appearance, because he did perform for 19 minutes and 45 seconds, right? Nowhere, right? You're really not supposed to get an artist at that price. Now, I've been giving artists to what I call my limers, my cult, my family.
No, Sherman, let's be real. You're a cult leader now.
Yeah.
I don't fuck this family shit.
And you know what? Too? Sometimes I talk a little bit of shit, and I'm just like, oh, I don't care about this and that. But really and truly, like, I have my crowd. I love when people outside of my crowd come to show up. But really and truly, with my regulars, I have no problem filling up Unity on a Friday. Right. So like the thought process that I have to go outside of what I already deal with doesn't make any sense. Right. Really and truly, I did Valiant for, I'm glad everybody enjoyed it, but I did it for those people who supported me throughout that time, because we've done those numbers of people without any artists. Multiple times. We've hit that capacity. No, I'm not going to take down from the show, but we've done it without an artist. So I still I couldn't do $5 tickets. That's absolutely ridiculous. But my $5 tickets, for the lack of better words, were $30 tickets. It's kind of the same type of ratio, if you will, right? And anybody who's been around dance hall or go to dance hall shows, they know like that's kind of ridiculous. So I booked Valiant. Again, that's my artist. Really like his music, such and such. And then, there was a lot of different stuff that kind of goes with it. They did work with me, obviously, because of the venue size, right? And the guys were good with me, but I still had to fly 4 people from Jamaica to Boston round trip, right? And I learned a lot as a promoter. One thing I learned is if you give somebody the confirmation of a ticket and the last name of that ticket, even though I paid for the ticket, anybody can go into that ticket and change that ticket. They can change
the itinerary,
where flights are going, all that stuff, and they don't have to ask me anything, right? So a lot of people ended up piggybacking off of what I did on both ends, right? That's the show in Connecticut. That's the show that came after in Atlanta, right? The promoter in Atlanta changed my ticket for them to go back to Atlanta, to go back to Jamaica, for them to go to Atlanta for their show. Now, this is a bigger show than that. So I'm footing the expenses of a bigger show with a capacity of 500 people. So do I feel a little bit of a way about that? Absolutely. Now, again, I've been to Blossom. I footed the expenses of a bigger show that fits more people for a bigger promoter. Do I feel a little bit of a way about that? I kind of do. The game is the game, right? So I don't get focused on that. It was never about me selling X amount of tickets, because of course I know what I can do with it. The numbers are straightforward, right? I know what I can do, what I can't. You know what I mean? Like that was already a done deal, right? But again, it's 4 tickets. It's 2 days of Airbnbs, right? I flew them out a day early to kind of avoid having to worry about a delayed flight or them rushing from someplace to get to the venue, them being able to do sound check. There was a time when Valiant's mic cut off during the performance because Valiant didn't do sound check because he went to Connecticut while he was supposed to be doing sound check. Right? So like literally like, all involved, they don't really owe me anything. So I don't take that personal from that standpoint, but I see, right? I see, and I won't get caught slipping like that again, right? So all in all, the show ended up being what I expected it to be. Yes, it was a hosting. It was in his contract to do between 20 and 25 minutes. He did about 20 minutes. And I actually I think Valiant could do an hour and keep people entertained, but I've watched shows go on longer than they're supposed to because there's filler songs and filler things that go on to it, and the show gets boring. I actually had people call me and say the vibes was immaculate, and then I sent Valiant on too early, and it kind of like dropped the vibes for a second. Right, because the party in and of itself was amazing. It's packed. The music is good. Ghetto Hype's doing his thing. Tim's doing his thing. Everybody. if we just had that crowd without an artist,
call me and say
it would have been fine. You get what I'm saying? So he does his thing. He does the meet and greet. We send him off, whatever, and stuff like that. Everybody's paid. Cool. But it is pretty stressful dealing with artists like that. You know, I mean, essentially, because I'm the promoter and I run the venue at the same time, there's so much things that has to be done at a huge party like that. And it was one of the main reasons, even though we didn't get the permit, I really didn't want to do outside, to be completely honest. I couldn't have done outside. I couldn't have been the Unity guy and the promoter guy on the same night watching all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, who's trying to sneak in, where these extra bottles are coming from, you know, who's arguing. Like it's just something that is, you know, I wasn't prepared for to actually do. And I'm glad it was inside because I thought it was a great vibe, and I think the AC held up pretty well considering how many damn people are in.
Fucking freezing in there.
Yeah, I actually had at least 10 people complain it's too cold.
Perfect.
You know, so we touched it a little bit. But when people get there and people are jumping up and they're running around and all that stuff like that, and there's body heat, even if you're in an outdoor party, you ever been in an outdoor party that's packed, you'd be like, it's hot as shit out here. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? It is what it is, right? So we're still working on it, but I think it's a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So the stress going into it, right? And then we'll get into like, you know, I mean, I didn't really sleep because I had to pick them up from the airport. The flight got in late. Make sure that they're good, buy food, all that stuff like that. So I don't get home till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Get up early. They want to buy outfits. It was hilarious watching them buy outfits with my per diem money for the show today. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh, that's cute. Right? It is what it is, right? And then to do other stuff with them, right? Like there was get bought on local media tours and radios and all the rest of that stuff. And I don't actually disagree with that. But to be quite honest, when I'm dealing with an artist because it's so stressful, I really just want them to come, show up, perform, and go home.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to babysit 4 grown men for a weekend. Like I got shit to do, right? Like I don't want to run around and pick up your weed and your liquor and all the rest of this stuff, and then have to bring you to the whatever station. And I really don't want to do that. So like, from that standpoint, and I've done it before. Some of my artists go to different radio stations. Like it doesn't really make sense. Now to the ticket pricing at the door. So the ticket pricing was $50 online. The tickets were completely sold out capacity wise online before we ever opened the doors. Why did I continue to sell tickets? For whatever reason, I would say there's probably like 1 to 5% of people who buy tickets who just won't show up to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I opened the doors at 9 instead of 10, hoping I could get people in early. So that's an extra cost of security. And I had double the security I usually have at a regular Friday night for an extra hour. So you can do that math. That adds up pretty quick. Right? So that's also an extra cost I have to kind of incur. $70 at the door because people who did the right thing to buy tickets early, I feel like they should get the benefit. Like you shouldn't pay at the door with the people who went online to buy their ticket online the same price, right? They should feel good about walking in the door and I bought my ticket on. Otherwise, if they can pay the same, and this happened to me at a Kesh show 2 years ago. I was looking online to buy a ticket. The ticket was $60 online, and when I got to the House of Blues, they were selling the ticket for $40 with no tax or fees. I'm like, well, I'm never going to buy a ticket online, right? And as promoters, and most of all of us on here have promoted, we're always complaining about what with our patrons, them showing up to the party late. So how are we going to teach our patrons in the most loving but a little bit of a kick in the ass way to show up early? Is that we have tiered pricing based on what time they show up. So with 70, I was gonna raise it to 90. Bobby was like $100, yo. Everybody who went to Connecticut and bad mind you, and they coming late. $100.
So,
Oh, word, Bobby.
Bobby?
Oh,
so
word,
here's the
Bobby.
thing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing.
And I was like, you know what? I fucking.
So here's the thing, and I want everybody to know, I'm the $100 asshole.
It was gonna be 90 anyways, but
you had to put the Bobby Shakes tax on it. So while I was outside because real time is in the venue, and he's usually the guy at Friday Night Live. I didn't want to step on his toes. That's his thing. He's been taking pictures long, and I've been out of the game. So I decided, all right, cool. Let me help, because I saw Trickstar, another photographer who brought his camera, also not taking pictures. He was doing the door. So I said, all right, cool. Trickstar's doing this door. I want to keep the sidewalk clear because people were rolling in, the walk-ups were rolling in, and Boston police showed up. So I'm like, fuck. So I said to my mind, I said, all right, cool. I'm going to lock down this block. Like, I treated that shit like it was wired. So, okay, from the parking lot to what street is that? You're Dunbar, but what's the street running?
Washington?
Washington. So I said, I'm going to lock down this block. I'm going to lock down from Unity parking lot to Washington Street. That's my block. No bullshit's happening on that block. There's niggas busting firecrackers on the top of Dunbar Street. I walk over to him and I say, yo, that shit got to cut out. You got to cut out. Cops here. I don't need no bullshit. Y'all niggas got to take that shit across the street. Respectfully, I said, we get you, dog. They picked up the firecrackers and then they moved across the street. Because what I didn't want firecrackers going off as you're turning into the street, and that stops traffic, and then now cops are driving by, and now that they know that there's a concert there and there's traffic stop, I don't want the cops coming in and sneaking in. It's kind of like when you watch Pulp Fiction, when they shot the dude in the back of the whip, and they the car good enough to pass the cop's first initial look. But if a cop digs deeper, then it's going to find the dead bodies in the trunk. That's how I treated that party. I had dead bodies in the trunk, and I didn't want the cops
sniffing around.
So I said, all right, cool. Boo. I said, Sherman, at 12 o'clock, that's just $100. And Sherman was like, I don't know, Bob. I said, it's got to be 100 because the walk-ups are starting to kill us. Because I'm seeing Trickstar is scanning the tickets, and then I noticed that the walk-ups starting coming up. So now we got walk-ups. So now we got a line going down the street, right? Okay, cool. Probable cause for police officers. If I see a line outside the nightclub, that means inside is packed.
Yeah.
I don't want no probable cause with the police. I don't want probable cause from the firecrackers. So I just locked that block down. I said, it's $100 to get in. Once we go to $100 now, some people are paying it. Some people is walking. That's cool.
Which I want.
Because Trickstar, we're looking at the data and it's telling us like, yo, there's outstanding tickets to get into the venue. The Limers. And you said this, you've been saying this for 3 weeks. This event is basically a free event for the Limers. And I didn't want the walk-ups
to take away from them.
To take away the capacity. So it's 100.
Let me cut you off really quick too, Bob, because people don't understand the social dynamic of that. The social dynamic the difference between charging a high price to get people to leave versus telling them the door is closed. Right? If I put a high price on there, people are gonna be like, F this, and they're gonna walk off. If I just tell them the door's closed because we're at capacity, they're gonna just be Gary Banton and try to sneak in through the side door. Right? Like they're gonna try to do all kinds of bullshit to go ahead and get into the venue, right? They're gonna be banging on the back door, asking security to let them in. They're gonna be in the back by the kitchen. They're gonna be like, yo, Sherwin, I've been coming to this stuff for mad long. My phone's gonna be ringing and all the rest of that stuff. And and I've done it before, right? Like this time last year, the week after we had Echo and them come from Connecticut, we had Mastermind. We were at capacity at like 11:45. It was insane, right? I had to raise the price at the door to $50 before 12 o'clock, and we had at least 75 people outside in the line. At least the line was wrapped around the block. I had to cut down my marketing. I'll give this up. I've cut my marketing budget 60% since last year of March, because I can't have X amount of people there every week. It's just too much. The money's cool, all the rest of that stuff. So like realistically, if I wanted that place ran every Friday, it's scalable, right? The numbers just raise the budget, people follow through, right? But do I want to have to deal with that? I had gotten pulled over the week after we had the boys from Connecticut come. And they're like, "Oh, where you coming from?" I'm like, "Yo, Unity, such and such." "Oh, Unity." It's like, "Yo," the cop goes, "Yeah, you had a lot of people that actually had some DJs from Connecticut." And I'm like, "Why did they even know that?" And they named his name. It's like, "Yo, the guy Echo, right? This is an American Caucasian police officer." And I said, "Oh, they know, like they're really focusing on what's happening on a Friday night." And I go, he keeps saying there was a lot of people, right? And I was like, "Oh, I know what that means. This has to stop. It's too many." And at that time, we weren't having any problems. There's no fights, no nothing, whatever. And I go, "Oh, this is problematic," right? So another point on the Valiant thing, right? Promoters who book artists of that thing, they don't even think about Unity being a possible venue, because they don't think that they can make their money back. And I wanted to change that. And I wanted to test, what will people pay if the party is lit? And that's all it is, right? It really didn't even have as much to do with Valiant as people think it is, right? When you have a packed party that they feel like it's a good vibe, people will pay almost anything, right? I'm going to throw my young kid in Ben in there. I hope he doesn't mind. I've watched Ben do parties at Unity with younger kids, and I've watched him charge $60 at the door at Unity with no decorations or whatever. And because it's packed, they end up paying it. I've done this already. My first party was Serrani. I had tickets at $100 at the door. Now, granted, that was VIP, right? So you got to skip the line, you got food, blah, 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 meet and greet, whatever. But there's been more than 4 or 5 parties in the last year and a half that we've been able to get $100 at the door. And I think coming from promoters, asking why, whatever. I understand the patrons, but promoters should be so excited, because we always hear about Boston, the place isn't supportive, or it's bad mind. I think that's bullshit. From the patron standpoint, I think patrons clearly have supported products that they think are worth
Agreed.
it, right? So the next, and I'll be kind of out there. The next idea that I have is $100 party with everybody paying $100. Well, I don't know. Does that mean that there needs to be 5 Valiants on it? I don't know. Will people do that? Right? I don't know.
I don't know. There's artists out there that I know people spoke about.
I was hoping people who bring those artists of those caliber will be able to look at this and say, "Yo, we can, you know what I mean? We don't need to be at X place. We can do it here." Right? That's where, and we've talked about this too, Bobby, right? The extra revenue streams from things like VIPs, right? You're giving them food, you're giving them whatever. I'm not doing all inclusive, Owen. You can't do all inclusive, first of all, in Boston. It's illegal, right? So if you go to any all inclusive party in Boston, it's illegal. You can't give out alcohol. It's illegal. Sorry, I hope I'm not hating on nobody, but it's illegal, right? Damn, I lost my train of thought right in that thing. Right? So, and then here's the thing, right? Like only the people who weren't there would have said that party wasn't worth X amount. If you were there, right, and I watched the people who paid it, nobody walked out the door like, yo, I lost my money. It was
No,
it
you
was
you
crazy.
can feel it in the environment, bro. The environment.
It was crazy. So it's only coming from people who weren't there to say X, Y, and Z, which I really don't care. There are some people that, I did have to love tap, and that was only because they've benefited either from me or my organization, and I just feel like you should just shut your damn mouth, right? Everybody else who are talking, regular patrons, regular promoters, like everybody has the right to say whatever they want to say, so it doesn't really bother me. But if I was a promoter, when I saw Ben charging $60 at his party for the summer with those young kids, it inspired me, right? Because I'm not a hater, right? Because I'm like, yo, I can do that. So if, as a promoter, if that upsets you, I can only say that you're a hater. It doesn't make sense. Like, you should be like, yo, he's able to do that with wooden walls and outdated bathroom. So when I go over here and it's nicer, then you should be able to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then really and truly, if we just want to be honest, there was a very small amount of people that paid at the door anyway. I already told you the tickets. There was already 500 tickets sold out. If there was like, I don't know, 40 people maximum, who paid at the door, so be it. You know what I mean? Maybe, so whatever,
Yeah.
sucks for you. So again, if you're there and you're in the energy, you know what I mean? Like, so like, and here's where I'll boast. Like I did, so post out another, so talk about another show that's happened within the last year, anywhere around here in our community that was a bigger vibe than Valiant Friday.
Valiant was a crazy vibe. It was a crazy vibe.
All right, go ahead, Trick.
It was a crazy vibe.
So this is what I'm saying, right? So like, again, like people who didn't even pay the 100, right, are the ones running away saying X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? But, again, something is worth whatever people are willing to pay for it.
Right.
These are the same people complain about the same people who are running them up. Yo, man, I paid $300 to see Cartel in a nosebleed. Well, okay, don't fucking pay $300. It was sold out anyways. We don't need you, right? And that's my next thing too, right? Here's the next thing. I didn't beg anybody. Again, these are for my limers, right? These are for my regulars, right? Yeah. So be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, I'm not begging nobody to do whatever. 150 tickets for $30. Big up Jim Tom, my general. All right. If you feel like craft was that type of vibe, more power to you. I was there. I paid. I bought 2 bottles, $300 a piece. I paid my was it like $80, $90 at the door to get in? I had a time. I always go to all the Jim Tom's events. I pay and I overpay, and I shout out to them. You know what I mean? But who it's coming from was a little bit disappointing. Everybody else, regular patrons, like I don't really have no problem with that. And again, like, don't nobody have no gun to your head. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like it's worth it, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hard feelings. Ain't no hard feelings. All I know is my inbox was full of people talking about how great of a time they had. And People left Kraft pissed. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. All right, we ain't even gonna go.
Yeah, we're
Big up
not doing.
Jim Tom, big up that show. Okay. So again, like, if you're a promoter, if you're a DJ, it's crazy to hear this from DJs. The same ones who want $500 for a set. If you want me to start paying you these type of dollars, doesn't that mean I have to make money? So do you want me to charge $10 out the door? How am I going to be able to pay you $500 for 4 or 5 different DJs with $10 at the door?
Mm-hmm.
So again, right? People, patrons, and that's why I don't really take too much input from my patrons because they don't understand. People think that Valiant and Kraft cost the same amount. People think that Valiant and Serrani cost the same amount.
Mm-hmm.
People think that Serrani and Classic Fresco Bar cost the same amount. So again, when I'm telling you that Valiant costs twice as much, minimum, of any artist that's ever been in Unity. That includes all the shows I've done, right? Doesn't that mean that the ticket prices naturally have to be at least twice as much as the other shows?
It has to make sense, bro.
If my expenses for the show are twice as much, where am I supposed to make up those dollars? You understand what I'm saying? I don't even know who that kid is. So like, it doesn't really make any sense, right? So like when you hear the complaints from whatever, like at the end of the day, most human beings don't have that in their savings to give out and put a deposit on Valiant, on Kraft, on all those different. So when I see promoters put out that money, I salute them, right? The first Valiant show, I actually was kind of a little bit nervous because I was hearing numbers, right? Me and Jim Town, whatever. I bought 2 Valiant at one of my Friday night lives, and I gave it away for free to help promote the show.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because I know the numbers. I walk into a party, and because I'm a nerd, numbers just keep going in my head. And I'm like, oh my God, this person lost $4,000 tonight, and nobody that's in their party and understands that.
Mm-hmm.
I know what the liquor cost is, right? I know the cost for the venues. I know a lot of the venues that you think are doing very well right now are struggling.
Or not. Yep.
Right? So when people start to say things like, well, how come this person didn't upgrade this? Or how come y'all didn't buy this building? They don't have the money. It's not a shot. The money's not being made. But again, you're talking with people who they're not in the business and they don't own things of that type of stature, so they won't understand the numbers. So I don't really get upset when they say, why is the price this?
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I did say name a show. You're right. Who else to know, right? If you thought that was the same type of vibe, I'm not going to argue with it. I was there too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? My opinion, not as good as Valiant, not as good as Armani, vibe-wise. My opinion. I was there.
And you're entitled to it. Now, right. Nora has joined us. Is Nora still around?
Nora was summoned for the last couple of months here.
Oh, summoned.
Summoned. Okay, I got phone calls, I got texts, emails.
Go ahead. How was Blossom, Nora? How was Blossom?
Blossom was very good. It was a vibe every year. I support Big Up Marvin I just want to correct everything because, everybody think that people went to Blossom because of that. But Blossom is a year-to-year thing. that people do, the Jamaican community does. It's always been Blossom first, and then we come to Boston for a Clean Cruise event. It's a year to year thing. I just wanted to clarify that. He's been doing it for a couple years, but Blossom is a vibe. It's a very good breakfast brunch that you could get. Go up there, be pretty, drink, vibe. And we just had a treat, a little special guest, and that was it. It wasn't a performance. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just an appearance, and it was good. It was a vibe. Y'all should
Nice.
have tested.
What else did you do, Nora, this weekend?
Um, I went to Unity because I support Sherman and all his artists and stuff like that that he brings. People. I got a lot of messages, and I was like, I'm gonna sit my little pretty self out of this. But as a promoter and stuff like that, I understand where he's coming from, and I understand where the Patriots coming from. But again, it's like once you start working with artists that you have to pay them, you have to make money to be able to pay them. That's all I'm gonna say. That is it. Um, I was supposed to go out on Saturday, but I was tired, so I went to sleep. Think Star went to Fuji's party.
And how was
I was
that?
trying to do something yesterday. I don't know. You gotta ask Star. I heard it was good. I heard it was a vibe. You know, Sunday I was trying to do something, but somebody's brunch was not available. It was closed for the day because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
getting
yeah,
yelled
yeah,
at
yeah,
because I
yeah, yeah.
wasn't attending there
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Because
The brunch,
everybody likes to
the
yell
brunch.
at pretty old Noira
I mean, the
for
brunch
going
was
certain places.
yeah, the brunch was canceled. Shan Shan just popped. Can I say it, Shan Shan? Can I have permission to say it, Shan Shan? Just say yes or no.
I'll speak for her. Yes, that's my family. Yes, go.
Oh, and
But
I just came back. I don't know Sherwin. I don't know Valiant. I don't know Croft. I don't know Skang.
you know what the problem is? Let me tell you what the problem is that some people have. Like this generation, and I'm gonna say presentation is key. So when somebody pays a certain type of money, like I went to Cups in
Okay.
New York, and Cups starts off like they're expensive. Well, not expensive, but you're getting something. So when people's paying $100 for an event, you know, they're expecting to be wow. They want like decorations. They want a show. And that's the thing that people fucked up on. This wasn't a performance. And I think people is not reading what it says. It said hosting. So when somebody came up to me and was like, oh, he was on stage for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I'm like, yeah, it wasn't a performance. It was hosting. So I think people need to clarify that. What is a performance and what is a hosting?
Hmm.
I mean,
So
anybody
him
who
being on stage for 20 minutes, like that was a plus. I think that was cool. Because I was rushing to get there. I'm glad I made it while he got on stage. Because I had to come home, change, and then get over there. But I think that's where people kind of got the disconnect from performance to hosting. And it's like when you pay $100 right now is a lot to people because life is so fucking expensive.
Hmm.
So, and that's what it is. People are just being so sensitive, I think, because certain events, like, and I ain't gonna lie, trick you on there. When I went to K's and you told me $40 for K's, me say, what? I
Hey,
never
hey,
paid $40 to get to fucking K's.
hey!
I'm just saying.
I had to try. I had
Listen,
to.
but no, but they paid though,
you
right,
had
Craig?
to try. And that's
I
the
tried.
thing. You had to try. And my thing is, and I respect that. You had to try. And certain promoters, like sometimes when I go to a cookout outside, they tell me $30. I said my blood clot. Nah, I paid 30, but that's the price now to go to cookouts right now is $30. Every event at every party is $30 because of while the price of living is a lot, it's the same thing when it comes to the promoters, where it's like you have to pay DJs. DJs now cost the minimum $300 for one, the
Hmm.
minimum. And you gotta pay them. So if you have 5, 4, and then you gotta pay security, and then you gotta pay the artist, and you gotta pay this, where everything start adding up, and I think people just need to realize that the shit ain't free out here. Even in the balloons or the curtains or this other stuff, nothing is free. They have to pay everything. Even though the place belongs to him, he still got to pay security. He still got to pay DJs. He still got to pay this. And the artist is not cheap. He's expensive. So people kind of have to eye that up too. I know the venue is not up to like what people's like, oh, you should have upgraded this. It's been like this for 20 years. I get that too. But then it's like he still chose that artist to come, and he still has to pay for that artist.
I
Yeah,
think I think
and
the
I'm
point
sorry
that
to cut you off. The only people that's complaining,
I was, you know,
the only
are the
people that's complaining about the price wasn't at the venue, and
they
the
didn't go to
person
the
that
show.
started, and yeah, they didn't go to the show. They weren't even the people that's complaining about
they
the
didn't go to the
price
show, and then it's
wasn't
like they don't understand
wasn't
the
e-
background
wasn't even
too.
in the vicinity. Wasn't even the vicinity. Wasn't even in within 5 miles. It's just so crazy. It's just so
I mean,
crazy.
what it comes down to, right, is specifically with those people. Okay, Nora, I love you, right? All right. Specifically, there's a difference between male promoters and female promoters and the way that they present their events. Can we agree on that?
Agreed.
Female promoters' events are nice. They're cute. They got lots of cute
They're nice.
decorations. You're gonna
They're
have
nice.
cups with little names on it and all the rest of that stuff.
They're nice.
I'm a man. Me
Yeah,
personally,
y'all motherfuckers don't care.
right. Me personally,
That's the
what I
problem.
have
Because
found.
y'all don't care, and female promoters got to work 25 times harder.
Shut up,
Don't
Nara.
shift
No, I
me.
agree.
Don't tell me to
I
shut up
don't.
either.
When
Be
I
nice,
throw
or I'll
parties,
log the fuck out.
I don't throw parties from my personal standpoint of what I would like to see versus what I have seen work.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be giving out my secret sauce here. I think promoters who are focusing on making a parties look pretty and spending extra money on that, thinking that that's what's going to generate more income. You can have a pretty party. If there's 50 people in there, they're still going to want to pay $20. I cannot put up any direct decorations. But if there's 400 or 500 people in that hall, whoever's outside is going to pay whatever the hell I tell them to, because people chase the vibe way more than they chase, and vibe is synonymous with people, right? Way more than they chase a pretty venue. And this is what that other person was very upset about, because they're doing parties in Cambridge where it's nice, in the Seaport where it's nice, tickets for big artists, $40, $50 outside where it's nice. And people won't pay that for their events, but somehow they're willing to pay $50 to $100 in Dutty Unity, right? So I understand what my venue looks like, and I had to find a way to circumvent that. Right? I already know that I'm not going to look as nice as Han, right? I already know I'm not going to look like Bijou. I already know that. So I had to figure out what my selling point was. And I told you this before, Bobby, what the selling point is. The selling point of Friday Night Lime is fun. Period. It's fun. It's a vibe. It's people dancing and whining and all this stuff. It's not, I don't personally, I'm not doing the pretty party thing for people to come out in their little dress and sit around and the vibe is not there. Right? I chose my lane and it clearly works. You can't argue with the outcomes of that. Right? So, yeah,
I'm not arguing with
not you
that. Like I said,
specifically,
I always tell people you have your.
not you, and
I'm just telling
talking
you
about the other
what
person,
some people are
right?
thinking.
Because
That's what I'm
yeah, no, for
telling
sure.
you.
And this is what those people are really upset about, because they're saying, "The blood clot. How come nobody's supporting me, but y'all gonna support this asshole down here?" And y'all been complaining about the bathrooms because they think this is about bathrooms. Well, nobody care about that. First of all, we're Caribbean. right? Especially if you're from the soca side of things. Our best, most fun party is in a dirty parking lot with fucking paint and mud everywhere, right? I'm watching.
Well, Miss K's bathroom been out of
Hey,
order for
hey, hey,
about
hey,
I'm
25
watching.
years. But, you know,
Man,
who am I?
he's up on Mama K. He's up on Mama K.
hey.
Just
But
saying.
I'm
I'm
watching.
just
I'm
saying.
watching.
We was in there. But
I'm
that
not. I
one
don't
star
listen to
been
what
out of
people
order.
say versus watching what they do, because the same people will say they want to party in nice venues. I'm watching them whining at 4 a.m. on a dirty basement floor at an after party with a dirt floor. I see you guys. I'm there, right? And the reason why you're there and you're paying more for the after party, there was a point in time a year and a half ago when the after parties had more people than all the parties.
Yes.
We were getting killed by after parties. People were coming and doing parties at Unity, and they were starting their after parties at like 12 o'clock. People were choosing not to come out to the club and just wait for the after party that started at 12 and ended at 5. And I'm going there. I'm there. I'm watching you in a dirty basement with one entry in and out that doesn't even have a finished floor. It is dirt. Right? I'm watching you go ahead and do it. Oh, another ticket was so intense. We got to talk about intense, right? So again,
You know what? We are.
yeah.
Wrap it
So
up.
I'll wrap it up real
Wrap
quick.
it up.
I
And
don't listen to what
salary.
people say. I watch what people do, because people will say they want one thing, and I'm watching them spend their money for the other. And that's been my success as a quote unquote promoter, right? Like I'm not listening to what you're telling me, right? I'm listening to what you're reacting to. And like men, we do that too. Like I'm not really listening to what a woman tells me she wants. I'm watching what nigga that you actually are fucking with, that not doing all the things that you say you want.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the same way that I teach my patrons. But on to intense.
Oh, hold on a second. Before we go to intense, no. Hold on.
Big up.
Because this
Big up, Kendrick.
now, I just want to say, like I said, I don't know Valiant, I don't know Croft, I don't know Chronic Law, I don't know Jada Kingdom, I don't know any of these people. And I've seen some wild shit in the last couple of shows, and I love it. When I was at was it Skang, where he took off his dirty socks and was throwing that into the
I
crowd, and
think
women were
that was
seeing
the
those
best
dirty
show,
socks,
honestly.
Big up.
right? That was pretty
For
wild.
me, that was the best show. So big up Jim Tom.
Yeah, I mean,
For me.
I've never seen women go crazy over a man's dirty socks, which I love. And then Croft, when the women, like, the man is 3 feet tall and the women just devour the man off stage. I'm like, I'm shooting Croft, and then he disappears. I'm like, where the fuck did this nigga go? And then I look down on my feet and he's inside the crowd. So but the craziest thing I've seen since I've been back was women going to the meet and greet, not to take a picture with Valiant, but to smell him. That shit is wild. And
Smell really good.
that's a vibe. I don't know. Is that a thing, Nora and Star? That Valiant smells good? Like, is that what?
I took a picture with him in CT and I wasn't smelling that man. I spoke to him. He's
He did
funny.
smell good. He
But
did.
I wasn't smelling
He
him.
he, he
I,
smells
I
good, Star?
I almost told him, but I was like, nope, not doing it. No.
What does he smell like?
I don't know. It was the cologne.
Clean
It
with
smelled
a
really good.
cologne. What you mean? Like he
He
bathed. You know,
he
some
had
of you
on a
men used to
nice.
do that.
He had on a
Take a
nice
shower.
cologne.
Put
I don't know,
cologne
man.
on, you know.
I think he's got that obvious shit, and y'all niggas getting.
Obvious.
He's got the obvious. He's
You
got
know
the
what it
obvious
is? He's
shit.
very down to earth. That's his vibe. He's chill.
All right, Sharon.
No, I mean, I want to know what did he smell like, Star?
I don't know what cologne he had on, Bobby. It was just really pleasant to the nose. I don't know.
This is crazy.
I hope he went to the hotel and bathed because that was earlier that me and took a picture with him.
Was he wearing the same outfit?
No, sir, he was not.
So here's the thing with
No,
cologne.
he had on
Cologne,
brown. I had
cologne.
glasses.
The more heat you got on your body, the cologne actually begins to smell better. Like the heat of your body and the
I tell
cologne.
you, I smell Dexter Daps, and let me tell you, honey, whoo, I'll smell that man all day.
Who?
No, you know who smells good? Massacre. Yes.
Really?
Yes, he smells amazing. Mm,
Yeah.
Hey, I smell fucking good too. The fuck, nigga.
Bye.
I don't know. But no, there's one DJ, and I'm probably gonna air him out. And I'm sorry, there's one DJ. Every time he passes and he hug that man, smells amazing. Big up Cypress, man, not lie.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
really? He
Cypress.
smells. He
Cypress
smells
Cypress
good.
always
got
smell
the
good.
best cologne. Ooh, what?
Yes.
Jesus.
I
It
know
never
his girl.
fails.
Whoever his girl is, big up to you, mama, because what? That
Everybody
man,
hugs Cypress a little bit longer. Oh my.
Bro,
everybody hugs Cypress a little bit longer. That his cologne is to the T. Yo,
All right.
amazing.
That
enough
fellas,
about that.
fellas, you got to take a bath and and and
Yes, take a bath and
and
talk to
actually
Cypress about his cologne.
and actually, fellas, the new talk is called expensive drip. The cologne. That's the new talk in Jamaica right now. Expensive drip. I want to talk. Let's talk about Kess, which had 3,000 people. What do y'all think about Kess? Did any of y'all go to Kess?
No.
3,000 people. That's the official numbers.
The official numbers for Kess was 3,000.
Okay.
What was the
I bought
capacity?
tickets for my aunts.
Capacity's 5,000, I believe.
Yeah.
Didn't they had a boat ride that night? There was a lot of stuff going on that night for Cass. With the Trini, the other islands were spread out. They was doing a lot of stuff.
I mean, 5,000 is a lot. Period. I was really hoping to support them. I bought tickets for all my aunts and stuff like that, but I had to babysit my artists.
Shan, I sure the fuck did. He hugged me, laughed, and I let him and I let me and he let him smell his neck. She was Shan walked up to Valiant and was all like, "I don't want to take a picture with you. I just want to smell your neck." And at that point, I was like, "What the fuck is going on? What is going on? What is going on?" Yeah, so I think Kess. So what do y'all think about Kess? 3,000 people, not getting the 5,000. Where do y'all see Soka and all my small island people? This is great for me. This is a great day for me. All you small island motherfuckers. Yeah, Sharon, I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I got my Valiant coming in. I got women trying to smell them. I got bounty killers shelling down. I
Barclays,
Barclays. My dance hall
Bowman,
is booming. Larry Jordan. Nobody's
because
listening
of
to
who?
Soca.
Vibes Cartel. Say it, Bobby. Say it.
No, let's be okay. I know you're
Okay.
late.
Moving on.
I said this. I said this to somebody in the industry. They called me and they said, "What do I think about Cartel?" And I said, "Cartel's a scammer because he's getting 1.5 million and he's doing track dates. Cartel's not on tour. He's doing track dates.
It
Bounty
don't
Killer,
matter.
the
He
real
opened it
king,
up for everyone else, and everyone else is making money.
the king
Dancehall
of
is
dance
smash. I
hall,
haven't listened to
sold
Afro
out.
beats and I don't even know how long.
The king of dance hall star sold out Barclays with a band and gave a real performance.
And three featured artists.
So how many people was that cartel show in Jamaica? 100?
What?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't play.
Don't
It
do
was
that, Star.
45,000, Bobby. The
hey,
numbers
hey,
are
hey,
out.
hey, hey,
It was
hey, hey,
45,000
hey,
people.
hey,
Don't play.
hey, hey.
What is
And
she
those,
talking about? That's the king of dance hall.
Bro, we're talking about Kess, how we get back to freaking cartel and
because
bounty.
this is Bobby, he's all over the place. You know I got
Because
ADHD too. I'm not gonna
no,
stay on
I'm not
track.
ADHD. I'm going after the small islanders. I want them to know that my culture's own and who's coming and how many tickets were sold, Cheryl.
Hello.
Tell them
Hey.
right now. Tell them right now. How many tickets is sold? I want them to know. Shot.
Yo, we gotta read some of the comments.
Let's read some of the comments.
So we got so Let's talk about how people paid for VIP meet and greets at 4:30 and couldn't get into the venue for real till 6:30. They weren't selling alcohol or food from 4:30 to 6:30. No music, no nothing.
Where is this?
This is at
Where was
Cass?
this?
This is at Kess.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
I'm also hearing do not bring back Kess. He's been here. What did it say?
A million times.
He's been here too many times.
A million
He's come too
times.
many times. The last black artist that properly packed that venue was Burna Boy. So 3,000 ain't bad for Kess.
That's right, Raven. Our culture is up. I want you to post, Raven, proper post. Our culture is up. People paying 100 grand to see Valiant in the club that
Yeah,
look like my mama's basement. Our
I
culture
wanted
is
to
up,
chime in
Sherwin. Our
so
culture is
bad.
up.
I wanted to chime in so bad, but I couldn't when they was talking about the prices. I'm like, if you notice when Sherman was talking, all of the artists that he charged the extra prices for, they were all dancehall, right?
Right?
So there you go.
That was absolutely a bigger market. They
We up.
cost more too. I can get you know, if a soca artist with 2 hit songs is 1/4 the price of that same equivalent in dancehall, dancehall artist with 2 hit songs.
Mm-hmm.
Same streaming amount, same whatever and stuff like they just cost way too much. And I've had this conversation before. I don't know if soca artists are underpaid or if dancehall artists are overpaid. I think that's a question that we could kind of ponder because
Hold on. Let me answer that question.
Yeah.
Because I'm the man that says that Cartel is bigger than Taylor Swift, and y'all and all you small islanders run me down. All y'all from Barbados, because Rupee, and what's the other one from Barbados? Allison Hines
Mm.
Big up Allison. What's your name? Right here.
and Bungie Garland. Y'all can't do what we do. Y'all can't do what we do.
Bobby, stop it.
What? I want to take my victory lap. I want to take my victory lap.
Oh, he's so
So
messy.
there's
Right?
people.
I don't know. I
There's
mean,
people. I
it
don't know. There's
kind of took
people.
Cartel to get locked up to sell out Barclays. I just want to let y'all know Marshall Montano did that about 7 years ago. I ain't.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second.
You got to remember where music was
We did
7
that.
years ago.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one, Sherwin. I'll give you one. But we going for the.
And after he did that 7 years ago, did he continue to do it country after country?
No, he didn't get locked up
15,000,
for 20 years.
Yeah,
16,000,
let's get him. Let's get him. We
17,000.
got Sherwin
He
now.
didn't,
Sherwin took
he
his
didn't get
victory
locked
lap.
up
Hey,
for
hey.
20
Let's get
years.
him now. Let's get him now.
It don't matter. He's been out
Let's
for a
get him. We
year.
got him.
I mean, when
We got
Cartel
him.
was free, Cartel wasn't
He's
doing it.
been home for a year. He's on the internet every day, 24 hours. People see him
Let's
all the
get
time and they
Sherwin. We
still
got him. We
pay to
got him in
see
the
him.
corner. We got him in the
We're
corner.
gonna
It
Let's
have
beat
to
don't
him.
see.
Let's
matter.
beat him. Let's beat him.
We're gonna have to see what it looks like when he makes his second round. When he makes his second stop in New York. His second stop.
I knew he could. I knew he was gonna barely be able to perform for the first show, but I didn't care. I was there,
Yeah, they say
front, front, front
he's
row.
getting his energy back. He's starting to look younger. You know, these performances are working him out, so he's getting more in shape. They showed a video from like his first show coming out to like the
He could
last
barely
one.
walk for the first show. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
he's
it was
getting
so
better
weak.
now. He's getting better.
Let
But
me
that
let, let,
show
let
was dope.
hold on.
That was the
Can I
best
just say
concert I've
something?
ever
Can
been
I
to.
just say something like realistically?
Yeah.
The biggest concert on the planet is Sting. And the reason why it's the biggest concert in the planet because it's everybody from Jamaica. It's not the bullshit, the wars and the clashes. It's the fact that there's a band change. You have to go to Sting. I don't. They're not doing it anymore, but it's probably canceled again this year because Cartel's probably doing his thing again.
But it's not. He's not doing it that time.
Yeah, the band change is important. You cannot do dance hall with track dates. That is the biggest scam ever, and I love it because it's dance hall. But Bounty Killer performed to a band, and that should be That should be the baseline for dancehall. And the fact that Cartel is getting his money and doing track dates a cappella, stop it. The king of
Just like
dancehall
the
is here.
rappers. Okay, next.
So,
Hey.
He's a rap star, basically. So that's what it is. He's a superstar. He can do whatever he wants.
unbelievable.
Just like the Limers go with Sherwin to death. That's his following. It's like once you have fans, just like the Vendetta fans, they don't care. They don't even Alkaline doesn't talk to his fans. They don't know what he likes. He's not even like a social person. He's not gonna shake anybody's hands. He doesn't touch his fans, but they go to the death for him because they love his music. So imagine being in an arena with 40 other thousand people that love that same artist. Like the energy, the feel, like you don't even care so much about what's going on. It's just a vibe because everybody's happy, nobody's fighting, everybody paid their money. We're just having a good time. That's all it is.
Bounty Killer performed to a band. He's the true king of dancehall.
And I don't even care for a band, so
Because you're not a dancehall person. This is Star. Where's my phone? This is
Mad
Star.
Mad Sound said 20K to sometimes 40K when you're getting these artists with a band.
Yeah.
and then you got to pay a band. You know how much
Band
it is to
shows
pay
are
a band?
what? Band
Oh
shows are
my
expensive,
god,
bro.
that's why nobody's booking Sanchez because he got a whole band.
The ba-
That's fucking that's 20 tickets, fucking carry-on luggage,
so
20 rooms.
so
Shensia wants to bring a band. You know, like it's crazy.
Is
Having a
Shen
band.
Look, Patrice Roberts will not do a show, no, regardless how much money you give her, without a band. That's why she has a big.
Bobby Shakes. Were you born in Jamaica? No, I was born in England, but my whole family's Jamaican. Sting. I've been there. I've seen it. There's nothing better than you hear the horn section. Bam, 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 ba, da, 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 da. Then the drummer comes in and he's playing the drum and the crowd's going crazy. No,
Yeah.
y'all want to see Cartel lip sync to his music. I could do a Cartel show. Give me $1 million. I could perform Cartel songs
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh, Bobby.
Just play the
See?
track.
Get off
Bobby,
cartel.
you
What
got
else
an
we
extra
talking about?
10K to bring the band?
What happened?
You got an extra 10K to bring the band?
This is what I'm saying.
No, we don't got it.
This is what
No,
I'm saying.
Bobby. I
Hold,
don't
hold
think the
on.
chickens is selling for 10K.
Like, you gotta fry. You gotta sell a lot of fried chicken to bring it back. Yeah,
You
but
gonna have to be selling some you know what down Unity for you to get to 10K. I don't know.
A band in Boston. Boston patrons are very wishy-washy. You can't count on them. You don't know if they're gonna sell out your event or not. Like Boston people like
And
ratchet
then
stuff.
this
That's the
generation
stuff
doesn't
that
want
sells.
dance. Like, I don't,
They like
you ain't getting that.
ratchetness. They like ghetto-ness. That's what they pay double for, and that's what sells out here.
Exactly. The
All the
band is
nice
not gonna
stuff
sell
here,
here.
it takes a lot longer to sell. I've noticed. But
uh-oh,
Because
we've got some
Bobby's in
Trini flags.
1995. That's his problem.
Go ahead, sir. And you got some Trini flags. Say something to your
Big
people.
up, Trevi. What's up, Trevi?
Say something to your people.
Long time family there.
All right, what else we got here? Fucking drinks. Yeah, fucking drinks was like $20. Yeah, I mean, here's the whole thing, King. Let's be realistic, okay? You went to a
Bones,
premiere
he got too
venue.
much songs to remember all his lyrics. I'm
Who?
sorry, I'm reading a comment from Bones. He's like, Cartel can't remember his lyrics. Yeah, because he got too much.
it was one song. He's forcing it. And that moment was
And he even said
hilarious.
it. He's like, shit, I can't remember all this. The man's sick, you know?
And we was all dying laughing.
Damn, give him a
That
little
was
fucking. The man got too much songs for him to remember.
that was a
Uh-oh,
classic
look
I
at
barely
moment.
can remember what the hell I did yesterday. The fuck?
Brandon Mad Sound James that says soca artists are overworked. Give me a break. Soca artists doesn't even work. They can't sell out nothing.
No, they do have a different energy on
Our
stage though.
chance.
Their
You
We
music
see.
finally
is
got
their music
Sherwin
is
on his back
seasonal.
foot. This is your chance. This is your chance to pile up on Sherwin right now. They pile up on him. Now you know I love soca.
But isn't
Speaking,
soca music seasonal? Like every time there's like a
yo,
new
stop.
carnival or something, like you don't even hear the other songs
She's
anymore.
not,
Or
she's,
what?
she's not wrong, and it's been like a gift and a curse with soca because um when when soca artists are getting paid the most is during carnival times, and there's carnivals all over the year, all over the world. But
Mhm.
so they make music that is targeted to certain carnivals. Like you'll have artists
Yeah.
who will make music for Trinidad Carnival, and then they'll prepare for Barbados Carnival in the summer, and then they'll prepare for what you know what I mean. So it's been a gift and a curse because obviously the vehicle of Carnival is pretty strong and it can carry artists, but at the same time, it, it is partly seasonal. And the reason, like an artist like Kess, he's been able to escape that a little bit and not become so much of a season. That's why he can do a show every year in Boston. You know what I mean? But most artists haven't been able to break free of that, and they won't give Young Brother his freaking visa. Um, he's our breakthrough artist. I don't just like I don't know how everybody else, all the rest of the gunmen, is getting their visas.
Hey. We don't want no smoke. We don't want no smoke. I agree with Bobby. Live bands are better. Just saying. Of course they are. What is this now? Cartel will have a band next year. No, he won't. Cartel's a scammer. He's not gonna have a band next year. And then Cartel is gonna be charging 2.5 million by next year. I heard a rumor. And what do y'all think about this? And dancehall, and we've been talking about this, and this is why soca has to be our next. We have to we have to love soca. I like giving people shit, but we have to love soca because I heard that Cartel and Movado are now going on tour.
I can't wait for that. Oh my god. Mm.
That shit's gonna be crazy.
Yep. When they're done doing whatever they're doing now, that's what they're gonna do next. Because he talked about it. So
Bands alone run you 10K. I understand that, proper, but what you got to do is we got Berkeley School of Music. You trying to tell me we can't go to Berkeley School of Music and have somebody knock two rhythms down? Come on, man. The best music school is in The best music school in the world is right here in Massachusetts. There's got to be some people that can play reggae rhythms. Come on.
you
Yo,
don't think
sure.
those artists want their own band, Bobby? They're not gonna want some random
No,
people
that's not
playing for
true.
them.
It all depends. Sometimes they some come with their own band, but sometimes if they trust the band, like what dub was it Dub Station was the band that used to play for all the reggae artists when they used to come in. If it wasn't
Well, somebody
Nigel
like
Snap.
Shensia is gonna want her own band. They ain't gonna want random people playing for her.
Yo, Shensia still wants 60 grand for 3 songs.
Shit.
Oh, her number is crazy.
Yeah, I mean shit.
Yeah, her number is up there. That's probably why you ain't seen her. So because I don't, it doesn't even make sense. Her number is so high, but she can't sell out anything over 1,000 people in Boston. So, in my opinion,
Maybe with the right marketing.
I don't know. Maybe with some meet and greet and all that extra stuff.
Maybe we
But
scare
if it
Sure in a
if
way,
it could have been done, it would have been done, right?
right?
Somebody would have took the chance already. So
What's this? What's this? What's this?
What do we got here?
Comments is fucking rolling in.
Yeah, the
God
comments are just, I
damn.
can't even keep up with the fucking comments. I'm trying to. What we got here? What do we say? Here's another one. If Light Nation get involved, these artists will have bands. White man still have hands in the dance hall. Yeah. I agree with you on that. What else we got here? Are we really speaking for Cartel? Benzo, come on, man. You know Cartel's the boss. Cartel look dusty and washed up.
why are you even reading that, Bobby?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yo.
I click on it.
Because
Yo.
Bobby's messy.
I'm not. I'm not messy. I mean, they say Cartel is dusty and washed up. He's getting 1.5 million a show. Shit, I wish I was washed up too.
You feel me?
I wish I wish
So,
I
so
was
you're
washed.
saying you're a little dusty?
I wish I was dusty. Shit, I'm dusty and washed up, and I ain't making no fucking money.
Yeah, shit.
Fuck. What the fuck is going on here?
You'll be a little less dusty with 1.5 million though.
Shit, if I had one, let
Shit.
me tell you something right now. If I had 1.5 million, I'm throwing Cartel in Unity, and everybody, and it's a free show, and
Yep.
anybody that talks shit about
Yo.
Valiant can't get in.
That is
Yo,
coming
yo,
for my birthday.
yo,
That's what
yo,
we'll do for your birthday.
yo,
Invite only. Not
yo,
cartel.
Sher-
But
Sherwin, they said if young brother get his visa, we charge it $150 early bird ticket, 250 at the door.
Let's do it.
Oh my god, my foot.
Yo,
Ow.
fuck it, 250 at the door. Talk about it.
yeah, I mean the early birds for Young Brother are definitely $50.
250, young brother.
No, we
50.
exaggerated it a little
I
bit, but
only
you
know
get
one
it.
song. Damn.
Now you know more than one song. You just don't know that they're him.
I'm gonna be
That's
in
what it is.
there
That's
for the
what it
one.
is.
I just want to say this: if I see another Trinidad flag in my live stream, you're
In the
getting kicked
chat.
out.
Yo.
You're getting kicked out.
All right. So what else went on? I was at
Um,
Out and Bad
let's
on
talk about it.
Saturday.
Let's talk about it.
I missed that. I was so tired.
Out and Bad day party. It was supposed to be from 1 to 6. They stretched it to 8 o'clock. You know, they had I don't know. It was fucking nice. I can't even it was nice, bro. I had a great time. Sherwin, run it back.
Run what back? Valiant.
No, out.
No, Out and Bad. He missed Out and Bad, so we gotta run it back. I'm sponsoring that. So big up Ross Entertainment.
Nice.
Let's see.
My god.
Had the hookahs, had the food, had everything was, you know?
Oh,
Bands don't complement modern day dancehall. This has to be a person that's never been to Jamaica. You can't go to Jamaica on a stage show and pay track dates. Okay, next topic. We
Yep.
moving right along. We're not gonna stay too long on that.
They
I think I'll
gave
be
there was
outside this
cups, there was
weekend. Oh,
rags, place was decorated. I don't know.
And then what else happened? What else happened this week?
I'm here. I'm seeing Magnolia Block Party. I don't. It was a 4th of July weekend. There's a fucking bunch of shit going on.
There was a whole bunch of shit.
Out and Bad was the party of the year.
Really?
Tell Abby, tell us about it. Write it in the comments. Why was it the party of the year? Oh,
Yeah,
the party
yeah,
of
yeah.
the
It's
summer.
a
Party of the summer. Sorry, party of the summer.
part of the summer. Summer's not even ended yet. How can you call it part of the summer?
Hey,
Cart- Come on.
these fucking comments. God damn.
I can't. Cartel does dance hall, not reggae. Different genres. You know, I hate that. I fucking hate that talk.
Yeah.
Dance hall's the venue, reggae's the music. I don't know why you guys trying to segregate
Why
my
they saying
shit.
fire the security at Sir Online? What happened, Star, on Saturday?
What happened,
huh?
Star?
What happened? I don't know.
Saturday, what happened?
I don't know. Bones
Nothing
keep talking
happened.
about. He keep talking about the goddamn security at Charlotte Live. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm confused. That's why I keep seeing talk about Saturday. Talk about what
I didn't
happened,
see
Star.
anything happen. I was having a good time. I was all the way in the front, so I don't know.
I can't.
Star.
I can't speak on. I can't speak on Coogie's party because I wasn't there. People are saying
I
speak
It was a
wasn't
on.
good
I wasn't
I
time.
there,
wasn't
so I
there.
don't know.
A
From the
lot of
videos, it looked like
girls.
everybody had a good time.
The music was good. The vibes was there.
Star, did you
What
see
happened with
anything?
security? I didn't hear anything about
I don't
security.
know. I got in fine. I don't know.
What else we got here? 250 at the door. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unity's gonna be 300 by the end of the year. 300 to get in. 300 to fucking get in. I think soca regressed big time. Not soca. I think all of Caribbean music took a regression because there wasn't this friendly. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Cartel is locked up. I think Jamaica and Trinidad. I may be making this shit up. It might be only be in my head, but I think there's like a friendly competition when it comes to music, to release music. So when Beanie's got a hit, Marshall Montana's got to put out a hit, right? So I think the hit for hit was going on, and then once Cartel got locked up, I think everybody got lazy. I mean, there was one time where Allison Hines was in Boston every weekend. I just think that I don't think soca has regressed. I just think the culture has regressed. But I think with what they're seeing now with Bounty and Cartel, I think soca's going to have a resurgence, right? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
I need
I don't know. I can't talk much about soca music. I'm just now learning.
I need further clarification on what one means when they say soca has regressed, specifically that comment. Because if we're just talking about numbers, I mean, soca is much larger now
Yes.
than it's ever been, except for, and this is the same with dancehall too. I would say commercialized, like here, I think when I was growing up, high school in those age, you had guys like Beanie Man, you had Kevin Little, you had Rupee, you had Elephant Man, who would be on things like 106 in Park. I don't think we have that now. I don't think we have successful commercial Caribbean artists in this market. I don't think Byron Messia could ever be on 106 in Park. I don't see any Massacre songs ever being on 106. I don't see Valiant songs being on. I don't think they have those No Letting Goes and those different types of songs.
That's their song on the radio. Surprisingly.
Heard that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit different. I think you will hear it during set, but you're not going to hear that on your morning route to
your morning drive to work and shit.
It was at night. It was at night.
Yeah, so at night they'll give you a little bly when they'll do like different things, like even they'll do local music. But I mean, like, our music was prime time mixed in with right after Ja Rule, or Fat Joe What's Love was playing, Serrani could play right after. Right? I just don't think we have any music like that in either genre, right? And that's why, I love the competition. I'll argue back and forth right now, but I don't think that either genre, from that standpoint, is in the position that we even have to even go there, because we don't have that.
I agree.
They're killing that "Shake It to the Max" remix. They play it every 5 minutes.
Yeah, "Shake It to Max" is big, but it also took like a non-Caribbean person to break it.
Huh?
It's
the remix that they're playing, not the original.
They're playing the remix
and Skilly Bang,
but it broke over there. I would bet you this, right, Star? I would bet you if you went over the pond, there's people who would consider that Afro beats and not dancehall. I bet you people would fight you on that. And I'm
probably would.
I guarantee you people would fight you on that, because it does have a little bit of that vibe to it. Especially her. If you listen to all her other music, she doesn't make dancehall music. Molly doesn't make dancehall music. Go through her music. She's an Afrobeats artist. And then obviously, because of where it stems from, there are similarities, and that's why we can kind of mesh together. But it's
I didn't even know that song was Afrobeats. I thought she was like trying.
I'm not saying it's Afrobeats.
Dancehall a little bit.
It's on a dance. It's on an old school dancehall rhythm, guys.
I
thought it was dancehall originally. So.
I'm not saying it's Afrobeats. I believe it's dancehall too. But then there's this. Okay, like there are rhythms like Charlie Black's "Party Animal." Is that a soca rhythm or a dancehall rhythm?
That's a good question.
Right, there are rhythms that blur the line. Right, you would call it dancehall because Charlie Black is on it, but if Charlie Black wasn't on that rhythm and it was just Marshall Montana and Young Brother, you would say it was soca. Right?
But the producer is Jamaican.
I mean, Jamaican producers make soca music,
Yeah,
right? So like, so no, wait, that was a great thing, right? We're gonna now categorize what a genre is because of the nationality of someone makes, and that was kind of to my point. If there's
that's
no Charlie
bullshit.
Blacks on it, and a Trinidadian made
Mhm.
that exact rhythm, is it soca or is it dancehall? It's not an argument I want to get to. I think there are certain rhythms that
No, that's dancehall. You hear the drums when the drums come in.
I think I don't think
That's
I
dancehall
go
to
to
me.
parties and I watch Jamaicans chip. Any music that I see people chipping down the road to, in my opinion, is soca.
Soca.
Yeah,
You
it
know what
gives
I
you
mean?
the
That's how
soca. It
I
gives you the
classify
soca
it.
vibe.
But once you hear those drums, though, you know that's dancehall. So
I don't know. I mean, I just think it's arguable, right? I think it's arguable, right? I don't need to say whether it's whatever. And this other song, like RDX, has a couple of different songs. You know what I'm saying? That you could argue. And I'm just saying the same thing with Shake It to the Max. Again, like I guarantee you, if you went over to Africa, they would argue with you. Or if you went to London, they would argue, no, that's really our stuff. Because again, she is an Afrobeats artist. There is no dance hall to her. She don't have dance hall music.
Right.
how was the Peep and Glow boat ride?
People go block rides this weekend, right?
No,
No,
that
that
No,
was
Cass. It was the
that
same day as
was
Cass, right?
I
no,
think
that was the
Patchy is there.
5th.
We can ask Patchy.
That
It was
was sour. That was
Saturday.
Saturday. That was Saturday as well.
Well,
I've never been on a Peep and Glow boat ride
well,
ever.
of course, you've never been a people go boat ride because you're not really from Boston, you know.
Where am I from, Bobby? Shut up.
I don't know. I don't
I've
know.
lived here for 28 years. Leave me alone.
Yo, what? Yo, what is going? What?
Bobby Shakes, where's the video of Taj Michelle giving me a lap dance? You will see that in the documentary. We're releasing the
Yo, what? Yo, what?
Yeah, the roster.
right.
Oh my
What
No,
you?
god.
big man. Dancehall evolved into its own identity. Can I just talk about this dancehall and reggae thing? I'm gonna say this again. The only reason why people call themselves the king of dancehall because they would sound pretty fucking stupid calling themselves the king of reggae, right? And here's the thing, okay? Reggae is the music, dancehall is the venue, and I'm not segregating the culture. All right, okay, boom. But now I can't call myself a reggae artist if I'm Bounty Killer because there's no way in hell I can eclipse Bob Marley. Can't do it. You can't do it. So now you have to create a subgenre of reggae. So then you can say you're the king of dancehall. And then now, if you're Croft, if you're Skilly Bang, if you're Valiant, you can't call yourself the king of dancehall because you sound crazy, because that's Cartel, Beanie, or Bounty, depending on what corner you're on. You have to call your music now Trap
Trap
Hall.
dancehall? Yeah.
Yeah. Right? And then now, if you're Shensia and you're not getting booked or you're not hitting the road as much as Valiant, Croft, or Skilly Bang or Skang, now I don't know what the fuck she call her music. So
They said it was pop. They said she's
yeah,
a pop artist now.
she's a
So
pop.
like,
Well, she can't say she's a pop artist. Then she's
yeah, yeah.
competing with fucking Taylor Swift.
You know.
Leave my girl Shansia alone.
How many events? Zoe, stop trolling. You never come out your house. Why is it the people that don't come outside got the most to say? And why is it the people that you let in for free and give a VIP bracelet to got the most shit to say? It's crazy to me. Proper. Hold on a second. Proper, you just violated. We're gonna have to kick Proper out of the chat. We're gonna have to kick Prop out of the chat. I don't want to hear no hardcore Jamaican talk about no fucking Trinidad music.
Excuse me.
Trent.
Can I hold on? I choose Bones. Don't play with me. Okay. You I choose peace today, but you're really starting to really
Hey,
I'm
hey,
not the one to troll. And you
hey.
already know how I'm set up, and I'm not scared to call your name on here. So don't play with me. You brought something up, and then you didn't say what happened. So you're trolling. Don't play with me, cause you know how I'm set up. So don't play with me.
All
No,
right.
no trolling, guys. We're having a good conversation. This is the first. This is the first show that we had almost a full cast, and nobody's punched each other yet. But we did beat up Sherwin really good, which felt good. It felt good. It felt
My
good
day
to
was
have four
already
Jamaicans beat up on a Trini. It felt good.
And I'm
horrible. I
not
fell
being
down the
sensitive.
stairs, so
I'm just
I'm
telling
not.
you, I'm sorry. I'm not being sensitive. You wanted me to talk to you on here, so I'm talking to you on here. You brought something up, so you being a bitch and not saying what happened. And I just asked you what happened because obviously you didn't know. So stop playing with me. It's not being sensitive because you know I don't play them games with you.
All
So go jerk
right.
off or something, my nigga.
Okay, okay. Sherwin is gone. It's
Lord.
dance. It's dancehall produced by Jamaicans. What's dancehall produced by Jamaicans, boss? I missed your comment here.
They're talking about the party animal thing, but again, if
Yes, that was a Jamaican that did Party Animal.
I see that
if
phone. I see that phone again.
oh yeah,
He,
hold on. If you classify
hold on a
music
second. Hold on a
based
second.
on
Go ahead, Sherwin. How many goddamn tickets have you sold for independent? Go ahead. Go ahead. You motherfucker. You. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us.
only two, everybody's boycotting me because I'm an asshole. Um,
How many tickets have you sold? Say it with your chest. God damn it.
You got to remember, he's never been here, so it's gonna those first time in Boston artists are gonna get a different
we have
response.
56 general admission tickets and 7 VIPs.
You said 56.
56 general admission and 7 VIPs.
Jesus Christ, just moving.
60 fucking one tickets.
That would have never happened if it was a Bungie Garland.
I'm actually kind of interested because Intense is actually huge in Trinidad. I'm interested to know how much people actually want to see Intense. I've got this is the most split opinion I've ever had on an artist. There's people like, oh my god, I can't wait, and there's other people like, who's that? Like there's no in between.
Mm-hmm.
It's either they're like, yeah, I'll pay $100, and they're just like, who is this guy? And I have to play the songs. And then
Mm-hmm.
Abhishek,
I know I
control your
bought my
mouth, your blood
1999
pressure.
ticket.
Yeah, my blood pressure. I got to keep my blood pressure under control.
Yeah, Nora.
What else we got here? Finally got to all the comments. All right, what else we got to talk about, people?
Oh my
Shit.
god!
Golly.
I've been trying to play my song all day, but for some reason my goddamn Serato is not fucking playing, so I'm gonna have to do it. Let me play my song again. Let me see.
Yo, forget that song. We're gonna take a brief rap intermission.
Oh, oh. I wrote 16 bars to drop on Noran Star's head. Oh, turn up my headphones. Yo, 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 uh, yo, 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 yo. I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give it. I'm not gonna give it to him. I want yo. I wrote 16 for Noah and Star, man. Yo, give me that again. Let me, yeah. I might get, yeah. I might, let me get, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yo, turn me up on my headphones.
Quick intermission.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give
They're
it.
leaving. They're leaving.
I'm not gonna give him the 16. I want to give him the 16. I want to give Star the 16, but I can't. I wrote 16 for y'all.
Yo.
That beat's knocks though.
Yo, Bones, what the hell happened with the security, bro? Just tell us what happened with the security at Sarl Lime so we could move forward off of that.
Yeah, and
That's
leave
He was there.
no, he wasn't there, so he can't give no time. And leave Nora alone. Come on, you guys are both What are they both
Listen,
Zoes?
No, I
Bones do
feel
this
like
to
if you
me
wasn't
every
there,
couple of months.
you can't
Okay.
talk about something if it wasn't there. That's not right.
Me and Bones fight every couple of months. He's gonna block me for a few and then unblock me again. This is our relationship. So he be alright.
Oh, he blocked you?
That's what he does.
They got a
He
love
be
hate
okay.
relationship. Maybe he got to the door and security didn't let him in. That's why he wasn't there. Maybe that's what it is.
Bones,
I don't know.
Bones was home playing Call of Duty.
All
Well,
I did was ask a question and then he started to be disrespectful like he always does. Me and him fight
I
all
think
the time. He gonna be in his feelings and then it'll be all over with. I
they
do
were
this with him
turning
for
people
years.
away at some point, I think. But
What do you guys think about this? Many facets to Jamaican music. Paint everything as reggae is an injustice. No, it's not.
yes.
Because if you go to the Grammys, there's only a reggae category.
And
Yeah.
everything is not
And
reggae. I
everything's
don't
in
think
there.
that's fair.
They
And
put
everything's
everything
in
in
there.
there. Oh,
That's not fair because we have too many artists on that one little island.
I'm gonna stay in my lane, the soca lane, but
Yeah,
on the
you stay in
soca
your
side of
soca
it,
lane. You stay in your soca lane. You stay in your
we
soca
have a
lane.
similar argument. Like, what's the difference between soca and like calypso? In my opinion, calypso is the overarching umbrella. Soca's under it, so all soca is calypso. All calypso is not soca.
get it. Got it.
Yo, give me that beat. I'd rather talk about Bobby's song. Let's go. Let me give it. Let me get it. Let me drop 16 on Nora's head right now. Uh, 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 yo, yo, I did it. I flipped it. I never gave it up. Oh man, oh man, I'm about to. Oh man, turn me up, bring me back, bring me back, bring me back, bring me back, give me back, give me back, bring me back,
No,
give me
cut it
back.
off. Cut it off. Cut it off.
Yo,
One
yo,
time, one time, one
yo,
time.
yo, Nora, I see you on the gram. Uh, I see you on the gram. Uh, I see you on the gram. Uh,
Yeah.
I see you on the gram. Uh, uh, turn me up. Yo,
Turn him
so
down. All the way down.
Yo. So yes,
No.
Calypso is definitely the granny to soca.
Clearly he missed me so
I mean,
much.
there's genres and subgenres, right? Like, so clearly, like
Yep.
when you have artists, who who do, for the most part, all of them do both, right? And we're talking about like reggae and dancehall. It's like, well, there got to be some type of connection, right? So, like, yeah, I mean, there's subgenres, right? It's like it's no different than anything else. From R&B, there's subgenres of R&B. There's subgenres of. It's like saying crunk music isn't hip hop. Yeah, it's rap. It's just remember when Little John was like, "Oh, we don't make rap, we make crunk music." It's just like, I nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look at that. I got let's cut the dub plate real quick with the song.
Oh,
Cut the
What's
dub
what's
plate.
going on this weekend?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because my balls are sweaty as fuck right now.
Oh my God.
Yo, what?
TMI, Bobby. Come
yeah.
on. Please.
Uh, 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 here we go. They don't see me. Don't know what it is. Yo, Dorset, stand up. Roxbury, I see you. Yo, South Bay, this is what it is. My balls are sweaty.
Yeah.
I don't eat spaghetti. I spray the
God.
45. Nigga, that's confetti. Oh, wow.
Nora,
Wow.
are you ready for bed?
I'm ready for bed. Shit.
Yo,
Oh my
yo,
gosh.
hold
All right,
I'm in
this
pain right now, Bobby. I can't do
What is
this.
going on this
Too much
weekend?
pain.
okay. I have a
Somebody
pool
needs to
party.
do something during the week because I'm off this week. So
All right, so Red House Entertainment presents
Did they send the cash app?
Gazebo. Gazebo.
Did they send the cash app Red House?
No, I'm just reading the comments.
Okay, all right.
Since they ask what's going on, I'll fill them in. This
Gazebo
Saturday, July
360?
12th, Gazebo, the essence of sophistication.
Oh.
That
Okay.
sounds fancy.
Um, oh, here we go. Physical tickets available. Your favorite food inclusive event of the summer is coming soon. Say it with me. Gazebo, gazebo, gazebo.
Gazebo, 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 gazebo.
29 Hancock Street in Quincy. That's not the event that they do on the golf course, is it?
Oh, I
No,
don't
that's the
know.
one at the hotel over the water in Quincy.
Okay.
Oh,
Before you
Yeah.
Bobby, that's where we went to.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Whoa,
that's
well,
that's
to
that's
do
that. Yeah,
to
that's when
take
we were.
pictures.
That's when we were friends. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Now we're enemies.
Now we enemies. Yo, give me that 16, man. Give me that 16. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nora, I see you on the ground. I see you. I see you. That ain't real. I did it.
You sound like you passing out. You know when you about to bust a nut, but yet you can't. So you trying. You're like,
Yo,
that's
yo,
what you
yo,
sound
yo,
like.
yo, yo. Yo, let my man shine, bro.
Let me shut.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, so Drunk Fest is also this Saturday and Sunday. It's a two-part event. So Saturday, Drunk Fest Day Rave, brought to you by Haitian J and Super Lit Zoe, Scape or Nothing, and Crisp Entertainment. And then on the Sunday, they have the Hoochie Splash, the Freaknik Pool Party hosted by Janice Hart. If you don't know who that is, go on Twitter, type in that name,
Is she a porn star?
JENISE. Hey, hey, hey. No, she's an adult entertainer.
Adult. She's
Oh,
adult actress. Adult
she's under
actress.
Adult
your
act
mattress, huh, Trick? Yeah, you nasty little fucker.
un, under my mattress. She's on a fucking big screen. The fuck you need?
Oh,
Fuck you
excuse.
need?
Oh, oh.
Uh, uh, Yo, turn me up in the headphones. Yo, it is Dorchester Stand Up. 617. Oh my gosh.
No,
Oh my
turn it
gosh.
off. Please turn it off.
Oh my
Hold on, Nova.
gosh.
Hold on, hold on.
My watch is gold. My platinum is silver. My car is crazy. My rims spinning. I got the drip. I don't flip. I don't sit down. I drink sip. I play the club. I am that nigga. Back it up. Whoa.
Yes.
Anybody doing anything on Wednesday?
The pod, are we streaming on Wednesday?
No, 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 not streaming. I'm an event, a day party, a day event. I don't know. A
Wait,
brunch. I don't know. Do
on
something.
Wednesday?
On Wednesday.
This
Wednesday,
Wednesday coming up?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Ain't nothing going on no damn Wednesday.
Ain't nothing
This ain't
wrong.
New York. This ain't Connecticut.
I got a
See,
pool
that's the
party on
problem. You
Saturday.
see, Star? I would have found something on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's the problem.
I got
Y'all want
I
to do
got
Mondays and Thursdays. Do something in the middle of the week, Wednesdays.
You know Thursdays is even hard, bro. People do work. So people
ten,
I
that
work.
make
I know. I'm just on vacation. I'm just talking shit. I just want something this week.
there's a denim and white boat ride and after party. Denim and white. When's that?
denim.
What is that? Is
I don't
that
know.
the DJ? Is that Stack's party?
I don't know.
Uh,
Abby's party?
Karaoke Wednesdays. Where's that?
I see. I used to have I used to cook and have people come over. I used to do pasta Wednesdays, free time Fridays.
At your house?
Yeah, I need to do that again. Right, Star? Star's been to a couple.
When are we having Haitian spaghetti that I owe Sherwin for 6 months, babes?
First of all, no,
When
no,
are you
I'm
gonna pick
glad
up
you
your
brought that
last
up,
spaghetti,
Sharon,
Sherwin?
because I
Get
made it for you. And then I called and then was messaging you. I need your number because clearly,
You heard that? She was calling me but doesn't have my number.
no,
just
on
call you on
Snapchat.
Facebook.
It was on
On
Oh,
Snap.
Snapchat. Yeah.
I'll be
I
on.
messaged him a couple of times. I still got the messages too. And then he hit me up 24 hours later, knowing damn well spaghetti over here don't stay.
All right, guys. I have a big announcement. I couldn't say until now.
You gonna stop rapping?
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, no. I ain't gonna stop rocking. Cyclone and Octane is gonna be at Voltage. Is it Voltage Park?
Yes, sir.
Voltage Park on Saturday, and we're gonna have inside the
Friday.
Oh,
Friday.
Friday. Yep.
Friday, I just got the text. We're gonna have the Grammy print. The Grammy Queen is gonna be passing through Friday at
Who's
Voltage
that?
Park.
Who's the Grammy?
Christy Barber, the woman that's behind everything in dancehall. She just sent me the message said that she's gonna be in town just to see Goldfinger. Just to see Goldfinger. So Friday night is lit. I wanted to I had to wait till I got confirmation. So Friday night, that's where we're gonna be, Voltage Park. Lit.
I'll
See,
be
as
working in at the venue.
see,
Hello.
see, as I'm reading this
How are
flyer, right?
you, girl?
As I'm reading the flyer, Dynamite Promotion and Dancehall Fridays present I Octane and Cyclone album tour. If you purchase both albums, you could pay $10 at the door. So
What?
aside from just bringing the artist in, it gives y'all a chance to support the artist differently.
Yes.
I like that. I
I
like that.
like that. I like that. Goldfinger's we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there heavy.
You know.
We're gonna
Also,
be heavy.
also Saturday, Shawnee the Beast presents the fish fry. There's gonna be soup, Escovitch fish jerk, chicken, Bame festival, pepper shrimp, coconut curry fish. Pre-order only on that one. And then the most famous Beast Juice. For more info, look for the flyer. The number's on there. Bop, bop, bop.
Yo, my man said the 16 is getting better. Yo,
Yo,
come on,
yo,
yo,
yo.
Yo. You know what?
yo.
No
I'm logging off.
interruptions. No interruptions.
Can't
No
even do it.
interruptions. Go ahead,
I
Bobby.
can't even do it. I can't even do it. Y'all ain't gonna hold me down. What? 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 Off the dome. I said it. What? 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 I created it. I sprayed it. Here we go. Here we go. One, two, three. I forgot my lyrics.
What? Yo. Yo.
On that note, it's almost 12, so I think we gotta log off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sweating my balls off. This computer is giving up so much heat. I'm like soaking. I'm like using the camera as a fan.
Yo. Yo.
This computer
Selector
gets
Kareem said he's making corn soup.
and select a Kareem. Come on now, we ain't pigs, dog. We ain't want no corn soup, dog.
Corn soup by Kareem.
Nah, man. I
I
need
heard
some
his
better.
corn soup be lit.
I
I,
ain't
I
gonna
never
lie.
had it. A couple of people said it's very good.
That's
look at that.
one. That's one person who could pull up in the Honda, pop the trunk, and have a fucking big ass pot of soup that I'll eat from.
And it be
A
Kareem.
big pot of soup out the back of the Honda. Yep.
So let's do this then. On Wednesday,
Uh,
Kareem, on Wednesday, let's do corn soup Wednesday, and Kareem will pull up and we'll play some music out of the trunk, and we just sit and chill, eat corn soup out of the Honda. What's good, Kareem? Talk to me. Look at
I'm
that. You from
dead.
Massachusetts. You supposed to be nice. Yeah, I know. I haven't finished my 16 yet, but once I finish my 16, you know what it
Maybe,
is, man.
maybe I'll buy some items and cook spaghetti this week.
Let's do it.
Maybe.
And maybe I'll show up with my appetite. That's
Yeah.
all I got to contribute. My
Listen,
appetite.
listen. Sharon can tell you my spaghetti's the truth.
I don't know about that.
Stop lying because I remember somebody pulled up a whole chair at my party,
Oh yeah,
put the
that grill
camera
was busted.
down,
The grill.
unbuttoned his shirt to eat. So I don't know what you're talking about,
Oh,
sir.
but my shirt. That
You had
I did.
some shirt to under you was unbuttoned, almost damn near unbutton your pants.
Oh wow.
Talking about, can I get some more?
Well, I mean, I had to rub the grill on my privates.
Yo.
Oh,
Yo,
oh,
Friday's gonna be lit. Yo, we at Voltage Park.
No, I had a question too because I might be cooking like griot and rice. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Who will support me?
Yo,
Yeah.
Because I'm
you know,
more than just spaghetti. Spaghetti's not my, spaghetti's Katniss thing.
you put that grill on the table. Me and Tallest gonna finish that.
If I get some shrimp
Done,
inside of my spaghetti, I will buy a plate of griot as well.
done. That shit
Come
was
on,
done.
boss. Nah,
Alright,
man.
alright.
Listen. We gotta support the artists. We gotta support the music, man. Come on,
Speaking of supporting the music, there's
come
people
on
in the chat saying they stayed up past their bedtime and no bars, Bobby. They're waiting to hear the
No, no,
16,
no, no,
bro.
no, 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 no. Me, I log off.
Nora, fucking stay right there. Bobby, get the people what the fuck they want,
now.
bro.
Oh
This is why
man,
next time Nora's gonna come back in 6 months.
Get the people what they want, bro. We got 400 comments in the chat, bro. 7 shares. The people want to hear it. Let's go.
I can't do it. My label won't let me release it.
Yeah. It's a freestyle.
Nah. That's a white label, boy. We trying to get the bag.
Man, let him go. The man's sweating balls over here. See?
It's like,
Yo,
whoa.
yo.
Yeah. Yo, let's read
We
some
can't go
flyers.
home. No, we can't go home until nah.
Ah, ah, ah,
All right.
ah, ah,
Everybody listen up.
Yo, this is pre-release. Yo, Dorchester. Yo, yo, South Bay. Uh, Yo, I'm the illest. I don't spit shit. I written down. I'm the illest. I don't shit down. I don't flip down. You know that I'm the drillest. My wheels don't stop. My wheels don't stop. My head don't stop. I'm reeling. I'm rolling. Give me that beat again, yo.
Someone call 911. Yo, someone call 911.
Yo.
That nigga's about to pass out. Look at him.
Yo, yo, where's the water? Somebody get the water.
Yo,
Yo,
we gotta get. I'm
Yo.
sorry. Yeah.
yo, they said Bobby sounds like Chat GBT. Yo,
Oh.
what?
Yo.
All right, let's get
Yo,
out of here. I'm sweaty. Sharon, what says you on Friday, man? What's going on? What you got for the Limers? What you got for the Limers on Friday?
Every Friday we lime, so I'll
You live. All right, what says you, Nora? What we got going on?
Y'all gonna see me in another 3, 4 months.
blah. We'll see you this weekend
Let's see this week.
outside.
Yo, Star, what we doing? Star, how's that ankle, baby?
It's not good. It
Oh
What's
my
wrong
hurts
with your
god.
so
ankle?
bad. I
Wait, what
fell
happened to the
down the
ankle?
stairs today.
How the
I
hell
only
you
said
fell
it
down?
5 times, but you wasn't listening. So.
I sure wasn't. I
Pusha
wasn't.
T shivers listen to these bars. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boss. He knows what's going on. He knows that anytime I step in the ring, Pusha T's got a skididdle.
Yo, all right. Good night.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. We gotta read some flyers. We can't go. We got Medellin brunch.
Yes, go ahead, Star. You there? Go on.
Star.
Star
Star.
gone.
Oh,
Okay. Who's gonna read the fly? Go ahead. You're her best friend. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Correction, my best friend named Juicy. You see, I start trouble here.
Nah, I'm just saying. I heard that you got rid of Juicy. That's okay.
Don't
no, no,
play with
no,
me. See, I'm logging off. Goodbye.
no. Juicy made it clear on Facebook that
Made it clear.
Nora has different friend groups, so it's okay for her to be
Okay.
with Star and whoever else. They know their relationship. It's all right.
All right. Yo, go ahead.
Cause
Read
me
this
and
fly.
Juicy's family, okay?
Go
We're family. That's my sis.
Good. Now read the
ahead.
flyer,
Read the
Nora. Go on.
flyer.
No, I'm not read the flyer. You read the flyer. You got the whole setup. I'm a guest.
What?
What? You
Wow.
read the flyer. You read the flyer. You read the flyer.
Wow. Yo.
Wow. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's
Star
go.
Martin and the Melanin Group presents the Melanin Brunch. Going down
Wow.
July 20th, Shades of Brown.
Let's go.
Clap. She's allowed to have other friends. Yes, she's allowed to have other friends.
Listen, I'm
People.
grown, okay? Nobody's
Boom,
telling
ba,
me
ba.
what am I allowed to do. The hell?
Yes. Melanin Brunch, July 20th,
People is
4 to
messy, I
10.
swear.
Food inclusive. Shades of Brown, Boston, Mass. Melanin Group, Star Martin. Cleo.
Whoa. Wow. What we got here? What we got here? What we got here? Where's the
I,
Molly boys?
I should have gave away a ticket, you know.
Oh,
Yeah. Why you
she's
give away
back.
the
She's back.
ticket?
She's back. She's back.
People are messy.
Yo.
Yo, we got Damon and Stephen Molly. Traffic
Yes.
Jam, July 27th. That's going to be at the Fleet Bank Pavilion. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be a sold out show for all you small islanders. You know, reggae could pack 5,000. You know what it is.
You know, it's up right now. They up right now.
We
So
up right now. We up right now. Also,
capacity.
too, we got R&B and Me. What's the date on that?
Also July 20th.
Jesus Christ. All right. That's before this, right? Is that what's going on?
Uh
No.
no, that's 5 to 10. R&B Me is 5 to 10, I believe. Gotta look at the damn flyer. Oh wait. Nice flyer you got there. Let me read it.
Yeah, read this nice, beautiful flyer.
Yes, hold on. Let's get it
Star, who's
together.
the DJs that's on your thing?
Oh, we
The
got this.
selectors.
Rusty and Dapper and
Ooh,
Cap Trini.
This is on the
pretty.
Melanin Brunch, people. The Melanin Brunch lineup is being said. Say that
Right.
one more
Because
time,
Bobby
Star.
asked me. He asked me just now.
And the damn wrong flyer is up. So
Oh,
You know
okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Bobby.
sorry. I'm sorry. Here
put
we go.
put
Here we
put
go.
back the brunch. Put back the brunch.
Put back the brunch. Hold on a second. Let me put back the brunch file. There we go. Oh, that's Valiant. $100.
Oh my God, Bobby. Get it together.
$100 this
Yo,
Friday. $100 this Friday. Here we go. All right, here we go. We ready to go.
All right, go ahead, Star. Big up your flyer now.
I didn't even know Star came back.
She didn't fucking leave.
You just
Okay.
couldn't hear me. My voice is just not that big. I'm sorry.
Okay. All
All right, go on.
Oh, the DJ lineup. So the DJ lineup for Melanin Brunch is Rusty and Dapper from CT. They was also on Tasha Michelle's boat ride.
Mhm.
Then we have Kev Trini. You know, he plays usually play at Friday Night Live. And then I have a new DJ on there. It's really young. He's like, I don't know, 21, 22. So his name is DJ Twan. So
right.
I'm gonna
Okay.
give him a little spotlight. So,
Yes,
but he's pretty
ma'am.
good.
And
And then
when
I'm
is
gonna have some people pass through that because you know I know a lot of DJs, so they're just gonna pass through,
Yeah, I might
do
pass
their
through too.
thing.
Might pass through
Yeah.
and do a quick early juggling.
I can't pay y'all, so don't look
I
for it.
love how you put that out there for I can't
I
pay
ain't
you,
got
but
it.
if you want to
I
pass
ain't got
through,
it.
we got you, you know.
How much at the door, Nora? Dutchy Harry wants to know.
Huh?
How much
Oh,
at the door?
it's 40 at the door, so it's food inclusive. So it includes food. It's 30 on Eventbrite, and the first 25 tickets also includes a mimosa or a margarita. And then
Okay.
it's 40 at the door for the rest of the day. And then on the menu, we're gonna have jerk chicken, jerk pork, rasta pasta. Um, we're gonna have shrimp,
Shrimp.
and then some other stuff. Yeah.
How many tickets? Oh, that's the flyer?
Wait, what?
What is he showing? Oh, he's showing.
What is that?
What is that?
Sharon
Oh,
bought a
Sherwin
ticket.
already bought his tickets. Yeah, Sherwin already got his tickets.
Yeah, big up.
Oh,
And
Sharon,
make sure you
big up.
guys wear shades of brown, please. Don't
I'll
come
be
in
there in all
black.
black. I'll be there in all
No,
black.
don't do it.
You know that. You know that.
Shades of brown. That gives you a variety. You don't have to wear one color. So
Yeah, but I'm black, so I can show up brown.
We're all
Oh
brown skinned.
Lord.
Good. That's good enough.
That's good enough.
All right, moving forward.
Whoa. And the want Father FC.
FC Promotions and Trickstar presents the return of Free Up. Everybody free. Everybody. Going down Sunday, July 27th from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. The location is called In the Cut. If you was there last year, you know why it's called In the Cut, because it's in the cut. Everybody free. Link me a FC for advanced tables and bottle service. Again, it is free all night to get in. Food and drinks are on sale, hookah, and all these good, wonderful things. Wow.
Crazy.
Wait, one more flyer. Big up my friend Tallest. Summer Dreams, July 26th.
Did he send the
Okay.
cash app?
Lord God. Hold on.
Saturday, July 26th.
Yeah.
Tallest, Summer Dreams, be there.
Did he
Yes,
send?
it loud. Say it loud and proud.
Did he?
Okay. Big up my friend.
All right, guys.
Hold
You
on.
know what it is. I just want y'all to know, all y'all DJs, y'all don't cut tunes like us. So how come it doesn't play? How come it's not? I haven't been able to play my song mute all day. Like what the?
Oh,
What's going on?
what is not playing? Push the play
Oh, here
button.
it is.
Glenn Devon, get hype. You know it going to New York. On one side, you hear that? I mean, I say, yo, King Midas.
Thank you so much for coming.
Polish. A guns out. You
This
hear
is
that?
the best show on the planet.
Hey, no power.
Best show on the
Me can say
planet.
something? Call it brave, you
Don't
don't
call
call
I'm
it.
gonna wait for my cash up that you bribed me to come up on here.
King Midas, me target up. See my family suffer cause me yard for broke. People just need that fast to fuck. Fling up a customer killer blast a chuck. Riches are closer, pass a cup. King Midas, coffee top. No, lucky business without the salt. Knocky 16, me love for short. Put it on the big